beautiful. I feel like I have gained a super good friend in Vanessa, because she also teaches me, and she helps guides me, and I love our friendship, and I thank the Lord that He brought you into my life. But anyway, I'm doing the opening today. I just wanted to give you an update. So I'm going to be sharing with you just personal about who I am, introducing you to my family, and introducing you into our zone team and our different areas, and how you can be praying for our different areas, and also just shedding a light on the upcoming TV gathering. So we'll just jump into it. So the first slide will have my family, and it will show that Mike and I have been married for 25 years. Megan got married, so of course she's the one in the bridal dress, and that is JT. My husband is right next to Megan. This is my son John here, and Hannah is our middle daughter, and she is on the far end here. And so I do have a son-in-law, and I love JT, and Hannah, she works at a daycare. She works with 3-year-olds, and she really just loves it. And he's in the 10th grade. And the next slide is just some pictures. She got married September 7th, and it was a beautiful day. I just love weddings, and it was so sweet. And he's good to her. They're both Christians. They love the Lord, and they complement one another so well, and we love his family as well. So the next one is the ceremony, and it was just beautiful. It was a God-ordained day. They were married in a bamboo forest. That is where Megan wanted to get married. So. And then the next slide. So this is my sister here. We have Hannah and John, and then the rest is JT's mom and dad, and his siblings, and his sister there with her spouse, and then JT's grandmother is on the far end. And I just love it. We got the whole family in this picture. And the next slide, I think, is our little team. So this is Robin Mason, and I don't know if some of you may know Robin Mason, but she's out of the Trustful class. And to me, she exudes joy, and she's very energetic, and her face is just she always looks like this. And she is a fairly new grandmother, and she has one on the way that is due in December. And I just love her so much. The next one is Shirley Mitchell, and she is in Area 5. This is Brenda Burcham. She's in the northwest part of our zone, and she is Area 1. In the center is our zone director, and that is Kim Davis. Right next to her is Kay Dillon. She is Area 2. And on the far end, some of our men in our area might know her. That's Belinda Story, our North American ambassador. So that is our zone team, and this was our recent retreat down to Orange Beach, where Robin's husband and her have a condo. So they're very generous. So a little bit about Belinda. She successfully walked through our Aniana Men's Impact Group. So she completed her part of that, and it's so encouraging to see what God is doing in Aniana, and I love it. So more. And so how you can be praying is just pray with her for the Lord to open more classes to start in our zone, if Lord willing, if that should come to fruition. And this upcoming weekend, she has the opportunity to take part in a workshop for North American ambassador. So it was very gracious of MSC to ask her to be a part of that. And the next one, I like math. I like to see where things are. So I put this together. Her classes, she has two. She has the Florence class and the Colbert County class, and that's in the far northwest corner. Revival is taking place in Colbert County. So, and it started with the men. And it has just taken off. So just pray that will bleed into the CBS community up there. Pray for the Florence, for their next gen, for them to see growth in that section of their class. And prayer for Colbert County for a called NGD. They've been working without an NG director, and they don't have very many next gen. So if they could have an identified called next gen director, that would be awesome. And we know that God will reveal that in His right timing. Next is Area 2. Kate Dillon, she has the Madison evening. It's a co-ed class. Huntsville and Decatur. Madison evening class. Just pray for growth and for leaders to be raised up. They're struggling. They're fairly new. They came along maybe a semester before before this class. So just pray with them. Huntsville, pray they're seeing growth. They have a very healthy next gen. They have a waiting list. So just pray for called children's leaders to be raised up. You know, as you're growing, that's a good problem to have. You know, you need more leaders. Decatur is a healthy class as well. So, but they're in need of sitters. So you can be praying for them. And this is our area, Area 3. Trustful, Gardendale, and Aniana is where I shepherd. Trustful prays for continued growth and gracious host church. They meet at First Baptist Church in Trustful. They have lots of room. And the church also has a Mother's Day program that also meets when they meet, but they have so much space that it doesn't offset or anything. So, and a strong remote core groups that are happening with them as well. In Gardendale, it is going strong, and just praise for the remote core groups that they have, and in His right timing, maybe a class can start out of one of these remote core groups that we have. And for your ethno core group, I mean, it's just growing, and I'm so excited. And generous donations that have been given by you all. And Area 4, this is Robbins. She shepherds the Birmingham South, Birmingham Shelby, and Tuscaloosa. Just pray for the health of all the leaders and participants. And that's prayer for all of us as we go through the cold and flu season. That's a prayer for all of us to pray. And for a called NGD to be identified in the Birmingham South class. And 5, this is the Birmingham evening. It's a female class, it's not co-ed. Columbiana and Columbiana evening, it's a co-ed. Pray for the TDs. You have Kelly Gage, you have Martha Bentley, and David Cheek. Praise for the co-ed class. They have a new teen remote core group that is meeting at South Shelby Church. So they're very excited for the next gen that's happening there. And Area 6, right now Kim is the acting area director. So she's doing dual role, being zone director for all of us and answering all our area director questions. That she stayed very busy, and she's been a part of the men's Aniana that's been taking place here. So she's very busy. The Birmingham class, there's Birmingham Southeast and the Trustful. The TDs are Charlie Goff, Philip Inman, David Franklin. Praise for, like I said, the Aniana men's impactors. I'm so excited for what's happening in Aniana. God is on the move. And just pray as they move along, if you will pray, and that's out of Nehemiah. And for the Lord's hand and movement among the men, the Lord is on the move, and the best is yet to come, and hopefully I'll have an update about that in the near future. And next, I'm going to be talking about Stand Firm. So I just wanted to encourage and just talk a little bit about the TDs. Our TDs, they really, they are in the battle, and they, thank goodness they have a whole servants team. So anyway, before I talk about the gathering, I wanted to just touch on the premises of why they have a TD gathering. So I'm going to be looking at Mark chapter 6, and in this whole chapter, you see Jesus is not welcomed in his hometown. And Jesus then commissions the 12 apostles to have authority over unclean spirits. And so they're now going out, the apostles are going out and they're casting out demons and they're teaching. So they've been very busy. And this is where also it talks about John the Baptist is beheaded. Verse 30, it picks up where the apostles have returned to Jesus and they're telling Jesus all that they have done. And verse 31, I love what Jesus tells them. He says, come away by yourselves to a desolate place and rest a while. For many were coming and going, and they had no leisure even to rest. So Jesus, he saw where they were being poured out. They were going and doing what God had called them to do, but he knew the importance of rest. And this is where CBS would like to come alongside RTDs and just say, come just one day so we can pour into you. So if you want to go to the next slide. So the purpose is for refreshment, to go out, to shepherd, to teach, and to lead, so they can make connections to foster those relationships and encourage and equip. And it's an investment. It's producing fruit for their servants team, leaders, council, class, and community. And the next slide. And this is just how you can be a part of supporting your TD. You can certainly pray. Just pray for the health and safety, for the provision. As we're drawing near, this will take place in January. You can certainly donate by check, cash, or the QR code, and just to encourage. But just a few takeaways from Mark 6. One of our pastors recently gave a message on this passage, and he said something that just struck to me. He said, when the Lord teaches you something, there's always going to be testing, and that certainly is true. Having a TD gathering does not mean the world and life stops. Life keeps moving, and challenges will be on the rise. Setting aside this one day for our TDs in our area means this is one moment in time where they get to be poured into and loved on, so they have the ability and strength to keep serving the Lord and those in their homes, in class, and in their communities. These challenges are an opportunity to put into practice what he has taught us. Some things are going to be out of our control, and we are going to have to put our faith into the only one who can do something. And what was the apostles' challenge? Jesus told them to find something to eat for them. There were 5,000 gathered, not including women and children, and a year's worth of wages would not have been enough to satisfy. Jesus wanted to teach them to let go of what may be out of their control and trust him with what they have and wait to see what he can do. They only have 5 loaves and 2 fish, but offering that to him means seeing God multiply right before their eyes. So we have an opportunity to pray for our TDs, partner in giving, and encourage them to keep doing what the Lord has called them to do. It is all of us working together to accomplishing CBS's mission statement, making disciples in the Lord Jesus in our communities through carrying the Bible study available to all. So I just wanted to thank you. Thank you,